What have you too? It's your Uncle Darius. I want to thank my niece and nephew for watching. You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but you're hearing me, and I really appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to your uncle, leave a like. If you guys have any recommendation, leave it in the comment section and get to it as soon as possible. We're about to do right now, about react to Beach Report top 100 NBA players ever. Well, you know, they should drop this list. Top 100 NBA players of all time. I seen a little bit of it, but I didn't want to wait until I make this video to react to the whole thing. So all I know is that a lot of people, it got many people upset at the list. Now I understand that list overall is subjective. So there's no such thing as a perfect list. But there always gonna be some controversial picks, one over the other and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I find this interesting because, it just give you what the thought process is. So we're about to do that. And if we blah blah blah, let's check this list out. Alright? See, they have a criteria. Alright, blah blah blah. Greatest. Okay, far as greatest players, yeah. Is Kobe even in the top 10? He should be in the fucking top 10, but we'll see. Sorry, mommy, for cursing. I ain't trying to curse. So, Ricky taking, okay. All right, let's start with 100. Artis Gilmore. I feel like Artis Gilmore should be a little higher. I feel like he top 80, maybe even top 75. You know what I'm saying? Not only he had a great career in Chicago, but he also had a great career in ABA. It is the basketball or no NBA player. So I can understand if they include the NBA player, which I personally would do in my list, I have him in the top 75. But honestly, I'm not going to explain each one. I'm just gonna scroll down and just make it quick. So let's see what else. Dave Bing, he was a great player, but he didn't have too many success. He had a one-time scoring champion. Rookie of the year, 7-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA. My dad will argue that he should be higher, but hey. Klay Thompson, wow. That low, huh? I feel like Klay should be a little higher. I feel like he top 80, if not top 75. I personally would have him in the top 80, but hey. But I feel like, he worth it to be in the top 100. Bernard King definitely should be much higher. 4-time All-NBA, 4-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA, one scoring title. He was definitely one of the best Knicks player in the 80s before Patrick Ewing. He the one who helped kept the Knicks relevant. You know what I'm saying? I know my dad would definitely would rank Bernard King highly, but hey. All right. Joe Dumars, I feel like that's too low. He was a Finals MVP. I feel like he should be at least top 70 and not top 75 and not top 65. But hey, I might screw up his name, so I'm not gonna pronounce his last name. He was a great defensive player, but I'm not sure if I would put him on my list. Okay, he's an 8-time All-NBA, 6-time All-Defense, so that's good. And he helped the Knicks win the 1970 and not as well 1973 NBA Finals. Bill Jarman, that's a legend right there. But I feel like he should be a little higher, but maybe not. I know he was great as a player, but as a coach, he helped the LA Lakers win their first championship here in Los Angeles. Jason Tatum, my dude right there, man. Yeah, he's cocky as hell and everything, but if you have the skills, as much skills that he does, I feel like he should have won an MVP in my opinion. I feel like he should, he been having an MVP season. The only thing is someone, guys like Jokic and HGA and others, that been having better season, which begs the question, how is this possible? But hey, whatever. Lenny Wilkins, see, another great player at that. That probably one I put on my list. He was a better coach than he was a player. Okay, 9-time All-Star, which is cool. Which is cool, but still, it's did he ever leave a big impact on the game? As a coach, yes, he did, but John C. Billups, yeah, I would have him on my list. I feel like that's the right spot for him. Finals MVP, won a championship, 2-time All Defense and everything. He was a great player. You know what I'm saying? As much as I hated the Pistons, you gotta give Chauncey Billups his pop. He was a Finals MVP that year, so you gotta give him his pops. I hope Ben Wallace is on this list. Even though I cannot stand Ben Wallace, I hope he's on the list. Chris Webber, my dude right here. My dude, he's hella underrated. Hella underrated. Honestly, I would even argue that he should have won that year, 2002, but hey, the ref cheated. So, yeah, 5-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year. I feel like he should be higher, in my opinion, but what can you do? He's El Moreau, okay, definitely underrated. I feel like he did a KD before KD. He was playing for the Bullets, and then he went to the Knicks where he won the championship. What the hell? But regardless, he was still a great player. El Moreau, did they call him Jesus as well, or Black Jesus? That's where Spike Lee got the idea of Jesus Shuttleworth, and he got gay. Wait a minute. Draymond Green is better than El Moreau, better than fucking Chris Webber, better than Chauncey Billups, Jason Tatum. I would put Jason Tatum over Draymond Green, punk ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he may have some accolades and everything, but come on, if anyone should be number 100, it definitely should be Draymond Green. He's not better than Bernard King. He's not better than Klay Thompson. He's not better than Artis Gilmore. He's not even better than Joe Dumars. At least Joe Dumars won the Finals MVP. Chauncey Billups won the Finals MVP. Not fucking Draymond Green. But I digress. Let's skip that. Alonzo Mourning, hella underrated. As a matter of fact, 1999, he almost won the MVP, and he almost won the Defensive Player of the Year. The MVP award went to Karl Malone. I forgot who won the Defensive Player of the Year in 1999. But that should show how great he was. He was a great, and unfortunately, he couldn't be 100% because he had a kidney issue. I know that. So, but I'm glad that he was able to come back and everything. So he was great. Tony Parker, in my opinion, should be higher. He should be higher because even though he's not a flashy point guard or things like that, he helped the Spurs win 4 championships. You know what I'm saying? He was a facilitator. And he was an excellent player, and he won the Finals MVP at that. Granted, he's an asshole. He cheated. He slept with Brett Barry's wife and everything. And he was wrong for that. But you cannot deny that he's a great player. I'll put him higher. Sam Jones, underrated. 10 championship, 5-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA. That's a good stat right there. Adrian Dantley, NBA Rookie of the Year, 2-time scoring title, 2 All-NBA, 6-time All-Stars. Okay. All right. 24 points. Okay. Jimmy Butler. You know what? Yeah. He deserves to be on this list. I feel like this is a good spot. I probably would have ranked him maybe a little higher, but hey. Bob Lanier. Underrated. But the only thing he had is an 8-time All-Star. So I probably would rank Tony Parker, Alonzo Mourning, and Chris Webber over Bob Lanier. Mutombo, one of the greatest defensive players, one of the greatest shot blocker of all time. If anything, Mutombo should be in the top 75 and not in the top 60. People do not take account how great defense is, how important defense is to the game. They only want to see shooting, handles and everything. Defense. Without defense, you don't win the game. And the Mutombo definitely didn't deserve to be in the top 60, in my opinion. Tiny Nate Archibald, underrated, super underrated. What? One scoring title, one-time assist champion, 1-time champion, 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA. He's underrated, man. He was one of the best Kings player in the 70s. Of course, because he didn't have too many accolades. He didn't. They're not gonna look at him well. But honestly, in my opinion, I'll put him in the top 60. In my opinion, because I watched his highlights and he was incredible. But hey, Grant Hill, one of my favorite players of all time. And you know what? He's my favorite player. If I was biased, I'll put it higher. But But because Greg Hill, he had injuries and everything, so he was not able to have so many accolades as he should have. So 5-time All-Star, 7-time, 5-time All-NBA, 7-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year. I feel like he should be a little higher. And wow, 16.7 points per game. I thought he had higher, but hey, whatever. 18th season. Paul George? I like Paul George too. I really do. I like Paul George. Okay, yeah, he does have better accolades than Greg Hill. But still, though, like I say, if I'm being biased, and guess what? Paul George is my dude. I tell you, like the damn Clippers. But Greg Hill, I'll put Greg Hill over Paul George because Greg Hill, I feel like he did more as a leader than Paul George did. But I think Paul George, he ran from the grind and everything. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but hey. Pistol Pete Maravich. Super underrated, highly influential, especially when it comes to a point guard position, especially when it comes to passing, assists, like say steals and everything. 4-time All-NBA, 5-time All-Star, 1 scoring title, 24.2 points per game. I have him in my top 60. You know what I'm saying? And not in my top 50. Because one thing that they did not take into account is influence. Pistol Pete had massive influence, left a massive impact in the game. More so than Paul George did. And some others. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Butler definitely left an impact in this game. Even Tony Parker has some impact in this game. But hey. Ginobili? No, I skipped. Alex English, underrated player, 3-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, 8-time All-Star, 1 scoring title, 21.5. Underrated as well, super underrated. You know what I'm saying? I know my dad is super happy that Alex English is on this list. Ginobili? Really? Over Tony Parker? Over Pistol Pete? Greg Hill? Even over Paul George. Tiny Nate Archibald. Mutombo. Linear even. Jimmy Butler. I'll put Jimmy Butler over Ginobili anytime. Granted, Ginobili is a great player. 4-time champion, 1 6-man, 2-time All-Star, 2 NBA. Well, what the hell? 76? Come on, Tony Parker had more. That should be Tony Parker's spot right there. Number 76. No, 75 should be Tony Parker's spot. Dave Cowan, super underrated as a center. 2-time champion, 1-time MVP, 3-time All-NBA, 8-time All-Star, 3-time... Wow! With that type of list, it should be in the top 50. Really? But you can only put so many people in the top 50. But hey, let's see. Hal Greer, underrated player, but 10-time All-Star, 1-time champion, 7-time All-NBA, great player, and 19.2 points per game, 5 rebounds, everything. He's a great player, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Dave Cowan should be higher. I feel like Alex English, Pistol Pete, and even Paul George should be higher. Even Grant Hill should be higher than Hal Greer. And I say that as respect. Paul Arizon, super underrated. See, people do not want to give 50s players their props. They don't. You know what I'm saying? But I always say, without the 40s and 50 players, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what era you play in. You have to be great at all. You have to be great in your era at all times. And Paul Arizon was one of the best in his era. 1-time champion, 4-time All-NBA, 10-time All-Star, 2-time scoring champion, Rookie of the Year. With that type of stats, it should be higher. 22 points per game. So, Quick Bosh. See? I like Quick Bosh too. 11-time All-Star, 1-time All-NBA, 2-time champion. You cannot tell me that he better than Paul Arizon, Dave Cowens, Alex English, Pistol Pete, Paul George, Greg Hill, Tiny Nate Archibald, Mutombo, and so many, and even Jimmy Butler. It cannot tell me with a straight face that Chris Bosh is a better player than all those players that I just mentioned. But hey, I digress. Wes Unseld, one of my favorite center of all time. See, people would like to underrate Wes Unseld because he was a small size center. I feel like he should have been a power forward to the center. 6'7". He had a body like a bit like Bill Bull like that. Look at this. 1-time champion, 1-time MVP, 1-time Finals MVP, 1-time All-NBA, 5-time All-Star, NBA Rookie of the Year, 1-time rebounding title. See, Wes Unseld even though his stats is not as great as others, what he had over all the other players, even Elvin Hayes, is impact. He basically left an impact with the Bullets. He was like the star player of the Bullets. Like we think of Washington Bullets will drop their history. Wes Unseld should be the first person that you think of. I think he's the greatest player in the Bullets Wizard history. So that's why I have him in my list, number 50 on my list. Kyrie Irving, one of my favorite players of all time. You know what? I actually had a discussion with my buddy. I said Kyrie is a better player than Tony Parker, but Tony Parker is a greater player than Kyrie. He's the one-time championship, 2012 Rookie of the Year, 9-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA. See, Kyrie had a flashy, he's an excellent shooter, one of the best handles of all time, incredible player all throughout. One thing he said, he's just injury-prone. That's the one thing. And the other thing is that it's just a lot of his shenanigans off the court. What makes it seem like someone say that he's what Kanye of the NBA, which let's be honest, he is. Robert Parrish, another underrated player, 4-time champion, 9-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA. See, the Chiefs right there, one thing the Chiefs have, and compared to his stats, is he had that alpha male leadership to him. You can tell that he doesn't play with anybody. He joined a team with Michael Jordan, and he didn't play with Michael Jordan. So let's say he played with LeBron, or he played with Kobe. He probably one of the few players who would have checked both LeBron and Kobe. He would have checked them without question. He was like, hey, slow your roll. I don't give a fuck who you are. Slow your roll. Dennis Rodman. They're one of the greatest rebounders of all time. 5-time champion, 2-time defensive player of the year, 2-time All-NBA selection, 2-time All-Star, 8-time All-Defensive, 7-time rebounding title. I just feel like that's a fair spot because he didn't score too many points and everything like that. But no matter what team that he played on, whether it's the Pistons, the Spurs, or the Bulls, that he left a great impact in their game. Joel Embiid? Joel Embiid over fucking Dennis Rodman, Robert Parrish, Kyrie, Wes Unseld even, Paul Arizin, Dave Cowens, Tony Parker, Jimmy Butler even. Joel Embiid is a cool player. I actually like the guy. He can be arrogant, but he's a cool player. 1-time MVP, 5-time All-NBA, 7-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, 2-time scoring champion. Okay, he has an argument, but still, I feel like he too soft, and two, he injury prone as well. So I would have put him a little lower. Sorry, you guys. My chair has been messing up lately. Vince Carter, man, one of the greatest dunkers of all, and not the greatest dunker of all time. 1999 Rookie of the Year, 8-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, and they did not put 2000 Slam Dunk Contest winner. Like I said, he is one of the greatest dunkers of all time. 16.7 point per game, and you know what? He made the Raptors relevant. That's what he did. He made the Raptors super relevant. So without Vince Carter, nobody would care about the Raptors. But he came onto the scene, and he helped shape the culture of Toronto. So for that reason, like I say, that didn't take account of like So for that reason alone, I would put Vince Carter higher. Damian Lillard, no. Like I say, he's great and he's incredible. 9-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 2003 Rookie of the Year, which is cool, but come on. Not better than Vince Carter. Not better than Joel Embiid. Not better than Dennis Rodman. Not better than Robert Parrish. Not better than Kyrie. You can make an argument. Definitely not better than Wes Unseld. Not better than Paul Arizin. Not better than Dave Cowens. Not better than Alex English. Not even fucking better than Paul George. Not even better than Paul George. Not better than Jimmy Butler. and damn sure not better than Tony Parker. Like I said, Damian Lillard is a great player, and he's incredible. But come on, what has he done to make it into top 75? He never even made it to the finals. He made it to the Western Conference Finals once in 2019, and he got swept. At least Tony Parker went to the NBA Finals, and he won the Finals MVP. At least Jimmy Butler led the Heat to the NBA Finals twice. So honestly, that should be Jimmy Butler's spot right there. James Worthy, super underrated, man. 3-time champion, 1-time Finals MVP, 2-time All-NBA, 7-time All-Stars. I feel like if James Worthy would have played for a team other than the Lakers, like he'll probably be drafted by the Kings, but not by the Kings, by the Cavs in 1982. But they traded away their pick to the Lakers, and the Lakers stole James Worthy. But I feel like if the Cavs would have got James Worthy instead, and if he would have led the Cavs to the championship, I feel like James Worthy's spot in the NBA history would have been much, much higher. It would have been much higher. But hey, it is what it is. He's still a Laker great though. Paul Gasol is on the list. Hell yeah. At least you put him over Damian Lillard. So 2-time champion, 2002 Rookie of the Year, 6-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA. Yes, he deserves to be on the list. Bob McIntyre, underrated as well. And you know what? He was the first player to make the Clippers. I know they were known as the Buffalo Braves at the time. But he made them relevant. So, like Vince Carter, he made them relevant. 2-time championship, 1-time MVP, 1973 Rookie of the Year, 5-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, 3-time scoring champion. Yeah, okay. Carmelo Anthony. You know what? I feel like that's the right spot. 6-time All-NBA, 10-time All-Star, 1 scoring champion, 22.5 points per game. I only feel like he's a little overrated. Like, he didn't really accomplish much. Like Damian Lillard, he didn't really accomplish much. Like, 1 scoring title is it's great. And honestly, he should have won the 2004 Rookie of the Year over LeBron. He should have won that. You know what I'm saying? If he would have won that, then yeah, him being number 60 would have warranted. But I feel like Bob McAdoo, Paul Gasol, James Worthy even, Vince Carter, maybe Joel Embiid, Dennis Rodman, Jimmy Butler, and Tony Parker would have been higher than Carmelo Anthony. But that's my opinion. Tracy McGrady. You know what? I have him just a little higher. He barely missed my top 50 list. But I have him like, number 53 or number 52, I think. Because Tracy McGrady was the man. Like, 2001 Most Improved Player of the Year, 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 2-time scoring champion, 19.6 points per game. I thought he was higher. But hey, super underrated. One of the legends. I think what hurt Tracy McGrady the most is that he never went outside of the first round, other than when he played with the Spurs. Like, every time he led the team, he never went outside the first round. And that's sad. But hey, Willis Reed should be higher. Willis Reed was the excellent leader. He's in my top 50 for sure. He was the excellent leader of the Knicks dynasty in the 1970 and 1973. Without Willis Reed, the Knicks will not win those 2 champions. Let me see his stats. 2-time championship, 1-time MVP, 2-time Finals MVP, 1985 Rookie of the Year, 7-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 1-time Defense of the Year, and he played 10 seasons, and you only have him number 58? No. He top 45 player, in my opinion. Top 45. Luka Doncic. Okay, he's a great player. I know a lot of people love Luka and everything. I feel like he would be, he probably would have been high on the list, but I don't think he's better than Willis Reed. As of right now, he's not better than Willis Reed, Tracy McGrady, or Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Luka, he did have a big impact with Maverick, which I don't understand why they trade him for in the Lakers, but whatever. That's why Anthony Davis is on the list. Dolph Chase, another early legend, 1-time champion, 12-time All-NBA, 12-time All-Star, one rebounding title. Legend. He helped put the 76ers on the map when they were known as Syracuse Nationals. Bill Walton, in my opinion, will be in my top 50 as well. Because Bill Walton, 2-time champion, one-time MVP, one-time Finals MVP, two-time All NBA, two-time All Star, two-time All. I think that's what hurt him the most is because he didn't have too many accolades. But the accolade that he did is worth more than so many other players because he helped lead the culture of the Trailblazer to the champion, and he in my opinion, one of the greatest player, the second greatest player in UCLA history. But hey, it is what it is. Reggie Miller, my dude, 5-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA. He's a great player in everything, and I love Reggie Miller. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the few players who can stand up to Michael Jordan. But come on, not over Bill Walton, not over Dolph Schayes, not even over Luka, to tell you the truth. Willis Reed, not even Willis Reed. Tracy, honestly, and I hate to say this, I even put Tracy McGrady over Reggie Miller. I think the only thing is Reggie Miller actually led his team to the finals in 2000, and he actually got the most wins against the Lakers that year with 2 wins. You know what I'm saying? Including one in the blowout. I remember that too. Gary Payton, one of the great defensive point guard of all time, one-time champion, one-time defensive player of the year, 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA, 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-Defensive, one steal titles. He's in my top 50, maybe in my top 40. I'm glad. I am super glad you put Dwight Howard over Damian Lillard. How did they put Damian Lillard over Dwight Howard in the top 75? I have no clue. But honestly, he's still in my top 50. So, yeah, one-time champion, 3-time defensive player of the year, 8-time All-Star, 8-time All-NBA, 5-time All-Defensive, 5-time. Dwight Howard, and Ray Allen. I love Ray Allen too. 2-time championship, 1-time All-NBA, 10-time All-Star. Yeah, he's a legend too. And I love Ray Allen too. Honestly, I would put Reggie Miller over Ray Allen. Honestly, you can flip a coin. But I'll put Dwight Howard, Gary Payton, Bill Walton for sure, Dolph Schayes, Luka maybe? I'm not sure. Definitely Willis Reed and Tracy McGrady, Jimmy Butler, Tony Parker, and several others over Ray Allen. Dominique Wilkins. I said the one thing that hurt him the most is that he played in the era of Magic, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, and other great players. So that he was always one of the best players, but he never had a chance to shine. So I think number 50, that's a fair spot. 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 9-time All-Star, one scoring title. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Paul Pierce, yeah, you know what? That's funny. I actually have Paul Pierce right at this spot on my list. I have Paul Pierce on my spot. A lot of people like to hate on the truth. And yeah, let's be honest. The truth is kind of batshit crazy. Let's be honest. But come on. 1-time champion, 1-time Finals MVP, 4-time All-NBA, 10-time All-Star, All-Rookie First Team. Underrated. When the Celtics, all the Celtics lost all the legends, he made the Celtics relevant again. He really did. So, Paul Pierce, number 49, that I have him on my list. That's the right spot. That is the correct spot. Russell Westbrook, wow. Honestly, I have Russell Westbrook on my top 40, actually. Because, like I said, I know a lot of people like to give him flack and everything. Him playing with LeBron was a horrible move. Let's be honest. Him playing with LeBron was a horrible. I think that's ruined his career right there when he played with LeBron. But other than that, 1-time MVP, 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA, 3-time assist champion, 2-time scoring champion. Yep, he's in my top 40. Russell Westbrook, he also a Bruin legend, so maybe I'm biased that way, but come on. Elvin Hayes is the legend. 1-time champion, 12-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA, 12-time All-Defense, 2-time rebound, 1-time scoring. Okay, I can see why people would put Elvin Hayes over Wes Unseld. I still would put Wes Unseld over Elvin Hayes because like I said, the impact. Wes Unseld was the leader and he had a much bigger impact than Elvin Hayes in the Bullets. So, okay. Kevin McHale, underrated, 3-time champion, 7-time All-Star, 1-time All-NBA, 2-time Six-Man of the Year, 6-time All-Defensive. Okay, that's a good resume. I feel like that should be Dave Cowens' spot. I feel like they should switch. like, cause Dave Cowell, he's still in the top. No, Kevin McHale is still in the top 70, but Dave Cowell has had a better career, and he was more of a leader than Kevin McHale was. But hey, they did put Anthony Davis, number 45. You mean to tell me? Look me in my eyes. You mean to tell me that Anthony Davis is better than Kevin McHale, Elvin Hayes, Russell Westbrook, even Paul Pierce, Dominique Wilkins, Ray Allen, Dwight Howard, Gary Payton, maybe Reggie Miller, Bill Walton, Dolph James, Luka, Willis Reed, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Jimmy Butler, even Tony Parker. You mean to fucking tell me that Anthony Davis is better than all those players that I just mentioned? Really? One-time champion, 5-time All-NBA, 10-time All-Star, 5-time All-Defense, and 3-time block title, which is impressive, but come on! He's soft. He is hella soft. He injury-prone, and he had to go to another team. He had to go to a Laker where he was the second option. Now, if he would have won an MVP while he was in Pelicans, then yeah, I would say number 45 is warranted. But no. George Mikan, like I said, they hate on the 50s players so hard. He should be the number 25, if not, he should be in the top 30 and not a top 25. He's in my top 25 for sure, because he was the first great center. He was the first. He the one who helped shape the center position for what it is in the next 50 years. 5-time champion, 6-time All BAA NBA selection, 4-time All-Star, 3 scoring title, 23.1 point percentage, 13. He played 7 seasons. He left a great, huge impact not only on the Lakers but the NBA as a whole, where they had to change some of the rules because of George Mikan. But he only 44, where he should be number fucking 25? Really? Oh, my God, Walt Frazier, he's a great player, 2-time champion, 6-time All-NBA, 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-Defense, all working for a team. He's great, and I like Clyde. But I feel like that should be switched with Willis Reed. I feel like this should be Willis Reed's spot right there. Even though Walt Frazier was the flashy player of the guy, Willis Reed was the leader. He was the leader of the Knicks, and he won the Finals MVP of the team. So I feel like that should have been his spot. George Gervin, super underrated. You know what I'm saying? I think the only thing that hurt him is that he played for the Spurs during that time. You know, in the 70s and the 80s. You know, 7-time All-NBA, 12-time All-Star, 4-time scoring title. And guess what? He actually bested Michael Jordan, believe it or not, when they were in the same team together. Rick Barry is, like, in my opinion, one of the greatest leaders ever. So, yeah, he my top 35 player. So, 1-time champion, 1-time Finals MVP, 6 All-NBA, 12-time All-Star, NBA Rookie of the Year, 2 scoring titles, 1 steal title. See, Rick Barry would be in my top 35, not top 30. Patrick Ewing, excellent player, Rookie of the Year, 11-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Defensive, great player, you know what I'm saying? He made the Knicks culture relevant in the 90s. You know, shit like Rick Barry made the Warrior culture relevant in the 60s and the 70s. So I personally would put Rick Barry over Patrick Ewing. Other than that, I feel like that's the right spot. Clyde, one of my all-time favorite player right there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody said Clyde was a great player. 1-time champion, 10-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA. I even have him better over James Harden, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Even Michael Jordan saying, Clyde, he was a great player. And he was a threat. But me being compared to him, that's when I take comparison. So, super underrated. Bob Pettit, great one champion, 2-time MVP. I feel like that's the right spot for him. You know, yeah, that's a great spot. Bob Cousy, man, first great point guard in NBA history. See, a lot of people like to call these old school players like plumbers and all that. But guess what? Without the plumbers and without all the old school players, we would not have the NBA that we have right now. That includes Bob Cousy, George Mikan, Paul Arizin, Bob Pettit, Dolph Schayes, so many other great players. Allen Iverson should be in the top 20 for impact alone, for influence and impact. Yeah, he may not have like the best stats in the world. One-time MVP, Rookie of the Year, 11-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 4-time scoring champion, 3-time still champion. But in my opinion, Allen Iverson, AI, is in the top 20 for impact and influence alone. Sometimes it's not always about the stats, but it's about how big you are, how much you influence the basketball culture. And I feel like AI has a big influence on the basketball culture, especially better than some of the players like in the top. Steve Nash, he's a great player, 2-time MVP, though Kobe Bryant should have won 2006 if you ask me. 7-time NBA, 8-time All-Star, 5 is his title. I feel like that's a cool spot. But AI is better. Bob Cousy better. Bob Pettit. Clyde, maybe better than Clyde. Patrick Ewing, yep. Rick Barry, definitely. Willis Reed, and so many others. James Harden, the most overrated freaking player of all time. Super over fucking rated. And as a matter of fact, I got Russell Westbrook over James Harden. Yes, he's a great scorer, and yes, he can shoot. 1, he can't play defense. 2, he like to flop like a fish. And 3, he's just all out business. Biatch. I just don't. It's like 1-time MVP, 8-time. I think the only thing that he had over Clyde Drexler is that he had that finals. No, he had an MVP. But he asked me who I pick between James Harden and Clyde Drexler. I'm picking Clyde before James Harden because Clyde Drexler actually led his team to the NBA Finals twice. Granted, he lost both times, once to the Pistons and one to the Bulls. But still, the culture that he had, the big culture of the Trailblazers. While James Harden, he just irks me. He just irks me. I don't know what it is. I still have him over. You know what? And how much I hate to admit it, I still have it in my top 50. But he's still overrated in my opinion. Jason Kidd, yeah. Okay, I didn't expect him to be this high, but you know what? I'm glad he is. 6-time champion, 6-time All-NBA, 10-time All-Star, 9-time All-Defense, Rookie of the Year, 5 assists. You know what? Yeah. Number 33 is the right spot for Jason Kidd. I personally still would have AI over Jason Kidd only because of impact. Only because of the big impact that he left in the NBA as a whole. Jason Kidd had a big impact with the Nets, but not as the NBA as a whole. Kawhi Leonard. I like Kawhi. I really do. 2-time champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 6-time All-Star, 6 NBA, 7-time All-Defensive, 1-time. You know what? With Kawhi had a complex legacy because on one hand, when he's healthy, he's one of the best players of all time. But that's the thing, though. He's never healthy. He's really healthy. Now, I'll say this: if he could let the Clippers to the champion, and even win the Finals MVP with the Clippers, I'll have him in my top 25 without hesitation. John Havlicek, yes, 8-time champion, 1-time Finals MVP, 30-time All-Star, 11 NBA, 8-time All-Defensive. Wow, that's a good spot for John Havlicek. Chris Paul, I like to do 11-time All-NBA, 12-time All-Star, 9-time All-Defense, Rookie of the Year, 5 and 6 times title. I like the guy. So I feel like that's a cool spot. But I still have John Havlicek over Chris Paul because at least John Havlicek, he led his team to the finals where he was the leader. And Kawhi, I have Kawhi over Chris Paul too. Maybe Jason Kidd over Chris Paul. Steve Nash over Chris Paul. Maybe not. AI definitely over Chris Paul because without AI there would be no Chris Paul. John Stockton is in my top 20. Okay, he never won the ring. Okay. But even then, he was one of the greatest point guard. Pure point guard. Assist, steals, facilitate the offense and everything. He is the perfect example of a point guard. And for that reason, I have it in my top 20. maybe number 18-ish or something like that. But yeah, he's still one of the greatest point guard of all time. Look, 9-time assist champion, 2-time steal champion, 5-time all defensive, 11-time all. Come on. Yeah, number 18. I'll have him number 18 on my list. Scottie Pippen is a great player, but lately he becoming called like a bitch now. Granted, like he did lost his son and made his son rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? But he was 100% wrong for blaming Michael Jordan for everything that going on with the Bulls. He was 100% wrong. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't win without Michael Jordan. Granted, you could say Michael Jordan couldn't win without Scottie Pippen, which is true. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say this. Michael Jordan said that he's the greatest teammate of all time, and I don't believe that. So in that case, I still have him in my top 30. I just think that AI, John Stockton, and AI, John Stockton are better players than Scottie Pippen, in my opinion. Isaiah Thomas is in my top 15. Why? Okay, he may not have the stats. 2-time champion, 1-time Finals MVP, 12-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 1-time assist champion. Okay, he may not have the stats, but one thing that he has over some of the other players, he beat Prime Magic. No, he swept Prime Magic. He swept Prime Bird, and he beat the beginning of a prime Michael Jordan, and won NBA playoff settings at the leader. Nobody can say that. Nobody else can say that. Nobody can say that beat all these players and won NBA settings. And guess what? Michael Jordan, Magic, and Bird, all top 10 player. And so Isaiah Thomas could beat all the top 10 players in one setting. And you put him number 27, where in my opinion should be in the top 15. What does that make him? To me, he's top 15. But hey, I digress. LJ Bader, one of the greatest small forward ever. He had an unfortunate to never win a championship. 10-time All-NBA, 11-time All-Star NBA Rookie of the Year. And I don't think they had a defensive, did they? 13-time rebound. But yeah, he was hella underrated. And guess what? When Charles Mikey left, the Lakers were struggling. When LJ came in, he made the Lakers relevant again. And that was before Jerry West came along. He made the Lakers relevant again. So yes, LJ Bader is in my top 25 of all time. Charles Barkley is my top 25 of all time. 1-time MVP, 11-time All-Star, 11 All-NBA, 1-time rebound champion. Yeah. And he led his sons to the NBA championship. You know what I'm saying? And they almost beat the Bulls. I think they came closer to beating the Bulls out of all the other teams, except for the 1998 Jazz. Giannis Antetokounmpo should be higher, a little higher. I probably would have him in my top 20, but if not, top 25 is good. 1-time champion, 2-time MVP, 1-time Finals MVP, 1-time Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah. Giannis, like I said, the Bucks culture since Michael Redd and Ray Allen days. What there wasn't much culture there. Giannis made the Bucks culture relevant again. And knowing that he's the 2000 and what was it, 2021? Yeah, 2021 NBA champion. That was one of the best playoff performances of all time throughout all the playoffs. So yeah, Dwayne Wade. I like Dwayne Wade and everything, and this gonna be controversial. It may seem far-fetched and everything. I got AI over Dwayne Wade. Granted, Dwayne Wade did led the Heat to the championship with 2006. Won 3-time, 3-time all defensive, 1-time scoring championship. You can make an argument who's better, AI or Dwayne Wade. I got AI over Dwayne Wade because AI, like I said, AI left a big culture in NBA history compared to Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was cool and he was a great player. You can say that he may be a better player, but AI we're talking about the influence. So Carmelo, one of my favorite power forward. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like him because he slept with a 13-year-old, would make him like R. Kelly. So yeah, but even then, you cannot deny him as a player. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, he's the best player to never win a championship. Best player to never win a championship. 2-time MVP, 40-time All-Star, 14-time All-NBA, 4-time All-Defensive. And he was, for the longest period of time, he was the second highest scoring rating of all time, behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now he's third because LeBron James passed him. Yeah, third time in scoring. So yeah, that's where I have him. I have him in number 14 in my opinion because Karl Malone. No matter what you have to say about the guy inside, in my opinion, he's the second grade power forward. We all know who the greatest power forward is, but I even like Karl Malone better than the greatest power forward of all time, in my opinion. But hey, what can you do? Moses should be number 20, not 21. Number 20, one of the greatest rebounders of all time. I think he's the only player other than Dennis Rodman. I think the only player who is better than Dennis Rodman when it comes to rebounds. But unlike Dennis Rodman, Moses Malone was a great leader. He led the Houston Rockets to the finals in 1981, and he led the 76ers to the finals in 1983. Did he win the Finals MVP that year? Yes, he did. One-time champion, 3-time MVP, one-time Finals MVP, 8-time All-NBA, 13-time All-Star, 2 All-Defensive, and 6 rebounding titles. Yeah, Moses. So we'll say number 20. Dr. J. Honestly, I have Dr. J just a tad higher because, like AI, Dr. J left a big impact in basketball history, especially with the dunking and everything, especially with the dunk and everything. Like he made so many people want to dunk. He made Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, Dominique Wilkins, Clyde Drexler, so many great dunk. Chasey Richardson, Nate Robertson, Dwight Howard, Blake Griffin. Without Dr. J, when it comes to dunking, we will not have a dunking culture at all. So yeah, Dr. J should be the top 20. And not only that, one-time NBA champion, two-time ABA championship. Yeah, that will never take account of ABA as well. But yeah. David Robinson, okay, that's fair. I said two-time champion, one-time MVP, one-time defensive player of the year, 10-time Okay, yeah, I can see why you put him in the top 20. Would he be in my top 20? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? You know what? It may sound far-fetched, but I have Karl Malone over David Robinson, to tell you the truth. Dirk Nowitzki. You know what? Number 17 is a great spot. One-time champion, one-time MVP, one-time Finals MVP, 4-time All-NBA, 12-time All-NBA. You know why I say that's a great spot? Because 2011, that's one of the greatest playoff runs of all. I think that's a better playoff run than the 2021 Bucks. Because he beat the Trailblazers, he beat the reigning champion, he swept the reigning champion, the Lakers. I'm still pissed about that. He beat the young Thunder, and he beat the heavy favorite, the heavy stack. The Heat. The Heat should not have lost that year. But Dirk Nowitzki, he was that guy. So you know what? I don't have a problem with Dirk Nowitzki being number 18. You're calling Jokic. You know what? Yeah, I can see that. One-time champion, now 3-time MVP, one-time Finals MVP, 7-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA. You know what? I can see that. He's a great player. I think I probably would put Giannis over Jokic only because Giannis played better defense than Jokic. That's the only reason. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I can see him being in the top 20. And if he continues to play well, I can see him being in the top 15 and not in the top 10. Kevin Garnett, okay. One-time champion, one-time MVP, one-time defensive player of the year, 9-time All-NBA. You know what? Maybe not. I would switch him with Karl Malone, in my opinion. But hey, Jerry West, one of the greatest players of. Here was like Bob Cousy was to point guard, and George Michael was to the center. Jerry West was the first great shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? He played excellent defense, and he was known for the outside shot. As a matter of fact, you can say he was Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan, to tell you the truth. I think the only difference is Michael Jordan was a better dunker, while Jerry West was a better shooter. But if you compare Michael Jordan with Jerry West, really, they're really in terms of play style, really they're not much different, to tell you the truth. Oscar Robertson, okay, one-time championship, one-time MVP, 11-time All-NBA, 12-time. Okay, and you know what? Before all the, I know in the '90s they had Oscar Robertson in the top 10, so I can see that. Kevin Durant, another overrated player. No, not number 13. No. And let me tell you why. Yeah, two-time championship, one-time MVP, two-time Finals MVP, 11-time All-NBA, 50-time All-Star. Yeah, you know what? Stats right, I can see, but let me tell you why I will not put him in my top 20. Let me tell you why. He went to the losing team. He went to the team that beat him. He went to the 73-9 team like a bitch, and it took the easy way out. So really, even though he's two-time Finals MVP, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, Jokic is worth more than Kevin Durant. Dirk Nowitzki is worth more than Kevin Durant. Even Moses Malone and Karl Malone. Even Dwayne Wade. Even Giannis. Charles Barkley even. Hell, I got Elgin Baylor over Kevin Durant. Yep. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Elgin Baylor is a better small forward than fucking Kevin Durant. And what reason why? I think Elgin Baylor did not give up on his team like a bitch. I think Elgin Baylor, even though Elgin Baylor lost every finals that he was in, at least he kept trying. He kept trying every single year. Every single year he kept trying. And he still put out great stats. So yes, I have Elgin Baylor over Kevin Durant. Why? Because unlike Kevin Durant, Elgin Baylor is not a bitch. Hakeem Olajuwon. Yeah, that's fair. Two-time championship, one-time MVP, two-time final MVP. Yeah, that's fair because Hakeem is one of the greatest centers of all time. I think when it comes to pure center, he's one of the best pure center of all time. You know what I'm saying? He one of the best. So yeah. Bleacher Report. Look me in my eyes. You fucking put Kobe Bryant. You put Kobe Bryant at number 11? What? Kobe Bryant number... This pissed me off. They legitimately put Kobe Bryant at number 11. Number 5-time championship, one-time MVP. Really? It should be two-time MVP? Two-time Finals MVP, 18-time All-Star, 15-time All-NBA, 12-time All-Defensive, two-time scoring championship. And you mean to tell me he's not in the fucking top 10? Really? Let's see who made it. You put Stephen Curry in over Kobe. Don't get me wrong, I like Steph Curry too. I think Flight gonna be mad because his boyfriend, his lover, is not number one. But come on, nothing that Curry does. Curry is a better shooter. Curry is a better shooter, but nothing Curry did can convince me that he's better than Kobe Bryant. I don't even think Stephen Curry is the best point guard of all time. I got Isaiah Thomas over Stephen Curry. Why? Because because Isaiah Thomas actually have a harder road compared to Steph Curry. And if we're being honest. Granted, that's where I would put him at number 4. Kobe Bryant. Where did I put? Let's put Stephen Curry at number 4. No. Number 13. That's where I would have put number 13. Will Chamberlain, okay. That is number 9. Larry Bird, okay. Number 8. Tim Duncan, not my favorite player. You know, I never really liked the guy, but I can see why he's in the top 10. 5-time champion, 2-time MVP, 3-time. Okay. Jack is my all-time favorite center. All time. But if we're being honest, I don't think he's better than Kobe. I think even Shaq would say himself that he's not better than Kobe. But hey, Bill Russell, you know what? Here's a controversial opinion. I have him at number 3 on my list because you cannot fake championship. As a matter of fact, if they had a defensive team and a defensive player of the year award, I feel like multiple defensive player of the year of the award. But hey, Magic Johnson. You know what? I have no problem with this. Magic Johnson at number 4. Okay. Number 3, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Okay. LeBron is not number 2. LeBron is not number 2. You can never convince me in any way that LeBron is a better player than Kobe Bryant. He's not better than Michael Jordan. He's not better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's not better than Bill Russell. You can make an argument with Magic Johnson, Tim Duncan, and Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? But he's definitely not better than Kobe. I don't give a damn who get mad. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. He's not better than Kobe Bryant. And the reason why is that Kobe Bryant did more as a leader than LeBron James did. You know what I'm saying? And besides, LeBron James, you know what I'm saying? He's a great. Don't get me wrong. LeBron is still in my top 5. But LeBron is number 5, Kobe is number 4. Cause let's be honest, LeBron be acting like a little bitch sometime on the court. Let's be honest. And number 1, Michael Jordan. Is it that obvious? No argument for me. That's it. No argument for me. So what do you guys think of this list? Honestly, this list is pure bullshit for not putting Kobe in the top 10. You guys did not put Kobe in the top 10, and not only that, the ranking is it feels so wrong. But I digress. What do you guys think of this list? Let me know coming down below. Like, subscribe to your uncle. You can share my preview down here. Peace, love, and rock and roll.